So I've already made 3 of my cute little boxes here, little envelope boxes. So to make those, you're going to want to cut yourself 4 pieces of 8 1/4 by 8 3/4. Along the 8 1/4 side, you're going to score at 1 3/4, 3 1/2, 5 1/4 and 7. Rotate so this side is at the bottom, and you're going to score at 1 3/4 and 7. You'll then also want 3 pieces of 3 1/2 by 5 1/4, and you want to score at 1 3/4. Fold and burnish all of those pieces, and then I'll show you how to cut them. So starting with the shortest section, you've got 4 equal sections, then you've got this part. This is the envelope piece. You just want to cut up to the first score line there, and then just remove that completely. And then again, and then cut down. Okay, now also along this piece here, it's 5 1/4, so you just want to put a little notch at 2 5/8, so just in the middle, and then from there you can cut. I'd already done mine earlier, I forgot to say when I had the scoreboard, but just cut across like so, and then again fold that away. Get the scissors in a bit better, like so. Okay, so now we've got our little point, and then you just want to cut up all of these score lines just to the first score line. Do that on both sides. Now with these 2 closest to the triangle part, just cut them in half. And then just cut a little, come in about 1/4 of an inch, and just cut up. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, continue that fold, or that cut, sorry, right the way down. That won't hurt. Okay, if that makes it a bit easier. And fold in the middle of those 3 squares. All of the others, just take a little bit off of the side. You'll find it probably be mainly the score line that you could probably still see. You just want to remove those bits so that it just looks nice and neat on the side. Okay, so just stuck one side down. So what you want to do is just bring down this one, stick one of the sides in and add your glue, and stick the opposite side again, add your glue, and then bring that one up. And that's just nice and neat. It should conceal everything. You should have a nice square. So just do that on the other side and on all of the other 3 boxes. Whilst that is drying, I'll just go through these pieces, and you'll need these for each of the boxes. So you've got 2 pieces here that are 1 1/2 by 5. So I've got this one for the top, and then this one for the side. This is an old Daisy May paper pack, and this is one of my old Christmas paper packs. This one here is for the very front little triangle part there. So you just want to flip it over and just mark halfway. So it's 4 1/4, so you want to mark it 2 1/8. And then again, from that marker, just cut across. And again, like so. And then that one will stick nicely on there. And then I've got these 2 pieces for each side, which are 1 1/2 squared. Okay, so they're all stuck down. Then I've just got some hook and loop here. And I'm just going to pop that on the back. And then because you've taken a little angle off the sides there, they just fold in, that will fold down, and you can close that up. I'm just going to leave that there for a minute because my paper is still drying. But you should now have 4 of these. So we're going to stick these hinges onto the back of each box, and then onto the back of the next box. Actually, I'm going to add the glue to the back of the box first. So just take any one, and you want the fold at the bottom of the box. Just sit that down. If you sit it down like that, then it can lay flush with your desk. And then if you fold that in half, and so it's facing down, and then stick it against that one. That way you can push down on your desk and you can push them together. It's just a bit easier to make that, you know, all nice and flush. And just take your time with it. Make sure each one's dry as you stick them down. So you just want to repeat that with the next one. So just push down on there. You can lay it all down flat, like so. Okay, and then just measuring this. So it's just over 7. So I've just got a piece of A4 card, and I'm going to trim that down to 7 inches. You can bring it down a little bit more if you want. You might not want to cover the whole box. So I'm going to wrap it, but I might end up changing this. Now this won't wrap all the way around. You're going to have to cut another piece to go on top. But if you just place it in the middle, it's easier to do it this way. So I've got it, so it's just over 3 inches on each side. And just bring it up and just fold it. And then again, just fold it like so. Take that out and then fold it right over and give it a proper burnish. It's going to be much easier doing it this way than working out the score lines, because you'll be more than likely working with 1/16 of an inch. So whereas if you do it this way, it's just easier. And then if you then bring it around and pinch that side, again, pinch it around just enough to get a rough kind of line, and then fold it over again. Give that a good burnish, because you want this to be able to slide off. It's a big belly band like so. So now I need to cut myself a piece of 5 1/4 by 7. Add your glue down these two and stick that on top, and then I can finish it with my topper. So I've just swapped mine over. I'm actually, so there's mine stuck together. I'm going to have the join at the back. So I'm just going to slide this back in. You want to slide it in from the bottom so it doesn't catch on all of your little closures there. Okay, so this will make the vellum obviously now go whiter, but it still looks nice and it actually pops even more. You could obviously emboss this if you wanted to as well. And there's the finished gift box. Look at that topper. Lots of shine on it. I think it looks really, really nice. And then all they got to do is they can go from the bottom or the top, just push it through. And as they pull it up, you get that fun gift box with all the little compartments ready to fill. I love it. So I don't know who I'm sending this one to yet. And sometimes I do that. I just make lots of unusual boxes. I just need to find the gifts now to go in there. But I think I know what I'm going to put in this one. But I hope you liked this fun gift box idea. So as always, thank you for watching, and until next time.